Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A because I actually haven't done one of these in a short while, but I always find them quite fun to film. I think you guys enjoy them and it's fun because you get to know me a bit more, and I like that this channel isn't always just focused on my eating disorder now, because obviously as I'm recovering I'm trying to move away from that. So this helps. Anyway, I'm just going to get right into it. I've screenshotted some questions, but I don't know if I've screenshotted enough. Oh, and I also think I'm a bit ill at the moment. I honestly think I might have some kind of viral infection because I just feel generally under the weather. My throat hurts a bit. I had a massive lump in my neck yesterday and it went down after I took some paracetamol, which is weird, but I've got some cookies to eat as a snack. So if you want to go get some food, it can be breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. I say that every time. You guys know what food is. You can go get something if you want to eat along with me. I have these white chocolate chip McVitie's, how the hell do you say that? I'm British and I've never been able to pronounce that. Chunky white chocolate chip cookies, and these genuinely are incredible. I'm just gonna... So, first question, next jelly cat you'd like. Starting off strong, I'm honestly obsessed with jelly cats. You can't see my bed right now, but there are like, I have 15 now, I think, maybe more, but I really want to get my hands on the Moon jelly cat. It's so cute, and also like it's always sold out, probably because it's so cute. If you don't know what jelly cats are, get to know them. Probably my biggest comfort thing, to be honest. How is therapy going? I don't really talk much about my therapy on here, but I'm doing EMDR for PTSD and it's genuinely really helpful. I was really skeptical because I'm sat there going, how the hell is some kind of eye movement or whatever gonna help me like process trauma, like. But genuinely, I've actually found it so helpful. I'm only kind of at the beginning of processing. Well, no, I've processed the whole thing, but I have multiple things to process. So fun. But I've actually found it really helpful and like genuinely seen a change in myself. And obviously, I've been able to get public transport and stuff. And I went to the fucking cinema. I went to the cinema and like that was not something I could have ever thought I'd be able to do. Genuinely felt so out of bounds to me. Out of bounds? Out of reach. But I did it the other day. So go me, but also clearly therapy is working and my therapist is lovely. So next question is hair care. I'm gonna go grab it. Okay, let me finish my biscuit. Okay, so I think I've got my hair care kind of nailed at the moment. I have like, I mean this is, I'm gonna wash it tonight, but it's, I used to have like ringlet curls, like proper curly hair. Now it's kind of curly since I've got it cut because I got layers put in, which took some like the weight out, but it's kind of more like wavy curly now. I use this, it's by the brand Naughty and it's called Wave Hello shampoo curl defining, and I do 2 washes with that. Then for like a conditioner, I actually use a hair mask. I use this, but I leave it on while I do everything else in the shower, like, you know, like exfoliate, wash myself, etc. I leave that on and then I comb it out at the end of my shower and then obviously wash it out, but it makes my hair really soft. It's the Ultimate Blends Repairing Hair Food. I use the papaya one. And then I dry my hair in a t-shirt, and before I blow dry it I put in this, which is Catwalk by, how the hell do you say that? Tigi, T-I-G-I. I literally have no idea. But it's the Curls Rock Amplifier. I actually only started using this recently, but like I'm obsessed now. So for people with wavy / curly hair, I would recommend all of those. What do you do right now? Working, uni, etc. What's your plan for this year? Honestly, the year's nearly over, which isn't that wild. Like it feels like it just started. But anyway, what do I do right now? Working, uni. I obviously dropped out of college. I didn't drop out in the sense of like, oh, it can't be arsed. Like I dropped out because my mental health was just, it wasn't happening. It was an added stress because I knew I couldn't do it. And I'm not going to uni because I don't have A-levels. But I honestly don't think I really want to go to uni. I don't really think it was meant for me. I feel like I'm going to find my way with helping people through other things, because also I didn't really want to become, in the end I didn't want to become a psychologist because I don't want to follow like the exact NHS protocol, because I always think it's never been that helpful for me, although EMDR is, but I don't know. Anyway, YouTube's technically my job now. I've been kind of skeptical to say that online because I don't want people to think that I do this for money. I don't want people to think that like I started my channel to become an influencer to make money, because that's honestly not what this is about. If it was to make money I'd be pumping out content constantly, but I've literally made this channel and continue to make videos on this channel to help people's mental health. Like I don't care about the money. Like it's wonderful that it pays and it's wonderful that like this is technically my job, like it's so cool, but none of this is for money. I just know there's kind of a stigma around like influencers and getting paid for being online, but YouTube is my job. If people ask me what I do, I'm like, I'm a YouTuber, which feels weird, and whenever anyone calls me an influencer I honestly gag a bit because I don't know why, I could never really imagine myself as that, but I guess it is what I'm definitely ill. It is what I do. And yeah, what's my plan for this year is just carry on doing YouTube. I do really enjoy it. I think I'm going to do more in real life stuff next year, which I'm so excited about. It's something that's really keeping me going, is like knowing that when I'm done with like PTSD therapy, I should be able to go into the real world and like actually help people face to face. And I do want to continue doing YouTube, but yeah, which leads on to the next question. Do you want to do YouTube like as a full-time job? At the moment it technically is a full-time job. I don't know, what do you class as a full-time job? Is it if you do it for a certain amount of hours? Because I obviously don't work normal hours when you do YouTube. It's the only job I do, I guess. But no, it's never been my aim. Like I just said, like YouTube's not what I want to do with my life. It is great and I will continue it, but I want more than that kind of thing. I want it to be more on a personal level, and it's just not my aim for life. It's fun though. Have you ever been abroad anywhere other than the UK/Ireland? I've been holding this biscuit for so long, I need to eat it. Anyway, back to the question. So yes, I've never been out of Europe though. I would love to go to Canada and like Australia and stuff like that, but I've never been out of Europe. I've been to Amsterdam, Barcelona, Tenerife and Mallorca. Have I been anywhere else? Oh, I've been to France. Well no, I went on a day trip to France, which is like the weirdest thing. Like we literally got on a coach at like 6 AM. I think I was in year 7. Got on a coach at like 6 AM, went to France. The only thing I remember is we went to a sweet factory, like a hard-boiled sweet factory, and it was like tiny, and we watched them make sweets. Oh my god, we watched them make sweets. And then there was like little market stalls in this street we were in, and we were in year 7, but loads of the boys bought fake cigarettes and all the teachers yelled at them and confiscated them. That's literally all I remember. My breathing feels really weird. Like I feel like I'm having to take big breaths, but it feels kind of, I don't know, I'm a bit worried about myself, and I'm not a hypochondriac. Maybe I am, I don't think I am, but I literally got this lump in my neck yesterday and I was like, I googled it, like harmlessly. I wasn't like looking to worry myself, but I googled it and I was like, I wonder what this is, and it was like swollen lymph nodes, might be cancer, and I was like, I have cancer, and then it went down, so I was literally fine, but it really hurt. I couldn't eat, like it was painful. Anyway, did you ever find the initial recovery meal plans that you were given restrictive? I have just started my anorexia recovery program and feel like I'm hungrier and the meal portions are smaller than what I would normally eat myself. The timings I'm being made to eat at also mean I'm hungry at weird times, therefore not honouring my hunger cues by having to eat when not hungry and not being allowed food when hungry. Yes, I definitely found my meal plan restrictive. Obviously, really important to follow it kind of to a T if you're in the stage where, I need a drink. If you're in the stage where you could be at risk of refeeding syndrome, because like, I'm not about to give you advice and give you refeeding syndrome, like no. Not everyone is in that stage, by the way, and that is fine, or like ever is in that stage, is what I'm trying to say. Personally, I never really had any control of my meal plan or anyone to feed back about it to, but literally it was like 1.5 Kit Kats. Why are you telling someone recovering from a restrictive eating disorder to eat 1.5 Kit Kats? Nobody in their right mind, nobody normal does that. That's not a thing. But I felt this guilt because I was like, I'm gonna be greedy if I eat more than people are telling me to, because even the eating part was a struggle, let alone like the thought of actually eating more than I needed to. But after a while I noticed that I was getting to like the end of the second half of this Kit Kat and being like, well, I want the other bit. Like, I know deep down that I want the other bit, and just because this plan's telling me I can't have it, or I shouldn't have it, or I don't need to have it, I'm not gonna have it, which is just completely ignoring my body and my mind and my hunger, and that's gonna keep me in this restrictive cycle. So I found them really restrictive, and if you are in that place and you are thinking that everyone else with anorexia who's on these meal plans will probably be strictly sticking to that, it's not true. I ate above and beyond my meal plan. It was hard, of course, but I knew that that was the only way I was going to truly recover, and no one's going to be mad at you or judging you or thinking anything about you because you eat more than your meal plan. I just don't get why they would do that. Like, just say have the 2 Kit Kats. It baffles me. And the timings and stuff, if you're hungry in between meals, you should eat. You should be listening to your body, listening to your hunger, allowing yourself to eat what you want when you want. And I'm very sorry that your meal plan has made you feel like that, because it's like, why are we allowing a piece of paper and like a number of calories or whatever they've set to determine what you give your body? Like, your body knows what it needs, so listen to it. And I feel like I've said that over and over again, but you get me. So the next one, I don't want to come off as rude or a bitch here, and not at this person, but they said, are you comfortable talking about any of the causes of your PTSD? If not, don't worry, I love you. I also love you too, and I'm not mad. But I'm a bit astonished really at like some of the stuff I got in these question boxes, because I put on it like, can you not ask about the causes of my PTSD, which clearly I'm not comfortable speaking about my PTSD, like actual the causes of it. It's hard for me. But I got some people who must have just ignored what I said, like asking really graphic things, like trying to speculate or guess what I'd been through. Like, do you realise how like weird and hard and triggering that is to read, like as someone who has PTSD? People baffle me, like honestly, the boundaries are strange sometimes on the internet, like it actually baffles me. And I hope I don't sound rude. I just feel like I've said over and over and over again, can you not message me about these things? And people still do, and it just feels a bit like I'm a human. Like, I'm obviously putting myself out there and making videos, but PTSD has not been something I've ever wanted to talk about in detail, and I said that. I just said it because I felt like I was constantly saying, there's this other thing, this is other thing. But yeah, please don't ask what caused my PTSD, or even worse, try to guess it. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Anyway, this person said, how do you just live the life you want to? Sounds simple, but I can't seem to do it. I don't think anyone can do that. I'm certainly not living the life that I want to. Like, yes, what I have right now is a part of what I want to have, but it's not the life that I want to live. I want to be out every day, doing things, meeting people, making friends, like working a real life job, helping people in real life. Like, I want to be doing all these things, and I get frustrated because I can't seem to just do it. But I genuinely don't think that anyone has it as easy as they make it out on social media. Make it out to be on social media. I think on social media you'll often see a lot of people just being like, I did this and this and this and then I'm living my dream, and it's just never like that, especially not if you've suffered with like mental health issues. You're gonna have to work for the life that you want, and that sucks, but it's life. Also, you don't just start living the life you want, you build it up bit by bit. Like, I've started living the life I want in the sense of I've got the people around me that I love, I'm doing something that I enjoy, I'm becoming the person that I want to be, but I've still got so much more to build on that before I'll be like living the life that I want, if you get what I mean. The next question is, have you done GCSEs and A-levels? GCSEs, yes. I actually did them in hospital, but I still did okay. Well, I did quite well. In some things I did quite well, but A-levels, just as I said, no, like just went down the drain, didn't go well for me. My teachers were incredible, all the support I had at my college was like incredible, but my brain was not doing it. So I haven't done A-levels, probably never will, I guess. It is what it is. They're not everyone's meant for that, or not everyone can do that at the period of their life. What the fuck am I saying? Not everyone can do it, like with what they're going through at that point in time, basically. So I'm not mad about it. Right, I thought this was a really interesting question. How does your boyfriend deal with the occasional lack of energy to make plans? I'd like to help a friend. So I'm assuming this means my lack of energy to make plans, because obviously sometimes with my anxiety around going out and like being very anxious, I do have a tendency to just be like, I don't want to go out, I don't want to do that, it's too much, or even cancel last minute. And I think me and Brandon have spoken about this. I know that it's a tiny bit frustrating for him in the sense that he wishes that I could be free and do all the things that I really want to do, but generally, not even generally, always the way he deals with it is in a very kind and understanding way. He'll never make me feel guilty for it. He always is like, I understand why, like I get that it's too much and that's okay. If he thinks that it's something that I should do or that I can probably do, I'm just not pushing myself because I don't want to make myself uncomfortable, even though it would be important to do that to kind of face the anxiety. He'll encourage me and he'll be like, we can leave the second you want to leave, like we'll be able to get out, we'll be able to go. But like the cinema the other day, I kept being like, I can't do it, I don't want to do it, we need to go home, I can't do this, and he was like, you can do it and you will be fine. So sometimes gentle encouragement, sometimes just accepting that actually it's not going to be helpful at that point in time, so just leave it kind of thing. So yeah, basically. Do you miss Bee? She is such a sweet dog. I love that dog with my entire heart. I miss her so much, like genuinely the thing I miss most about home, no offense parents and brother, love you lots, but B. Every time I go home she like squeals and she gets so excited and just I love her. I miss her tons. I do see her a couple times a week usually, but I really miss her. This is my last question, but I think that's okay because I've been recording for quite a while. Do you see yourself completely healed in 10 years time? And the answer to this is yes. I see myself completely healed in the next 2 years, to be honest with you. Coming from a place where I always thought I would never heal and I would never be fine and I'd never get over it, I genuinely think with the therapy that I'm doing now and with how far I've come with anorexia recovery, I'll probably be completely healed, or as much as close to completely healed as I'll ever get. I believe in full recovery from anorexia and I think I'll get there, but obviously PTSD, I don't know much about what the expectation is for like the rest of your life and whether it will completely go away or whatever. I'm assuming that it won't, but I do honestly think that probably in the next 2 years I will be fine, which is a nice thought. My brain is actual mush today, like it's a bit concerning, like I think I'm just ill probably. But anyway, okay, I'll answer 2 more because these are very easy questions. What's your favourite artist at the moment? I think I've been listening to Indigo D'Souza a lot actually. Obviously still Phoebe Bridgers, always. Really liking Quinny, still listening to a shit ton of Stevie Wonder. Lexi Carroll, I know that she watches my videos and I love her so much. Her music's incredible, go and listen. I think that's everyone really. Genevieve Stokes, incredible too. You said one, but I gave you them all. And do you plan on getting any more future tattoos? Yes. I am desperate to get more. I know my parents are going to see this and be like, I have 5 and it's not enough, I need more. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. I love you all so much. Look after yourselves, as always, take care. I do have some quite exciting things coming soon. There may be a new t-shirt on the way and I love it. There's some new cutlery with Lana's basket that I'll put here, which I designed and she made a reality. So if you want to go check that out, her store reopens, or I don't know what the word is, but I think it's being released on the 23rd of September. I'll correct myself if I get that wrong. Oh my god. Yeah, exciting things happening soon, so stick around if you'd like. Subscribe, give this a little thumbs up. And I will see you next week, hopefully. Love you.